Hi Pisces, welcome to your daily reading. We're going to have a look and see what you need to know at this time for your highest good. Keep an open mind, take what resonates, disregard the rest. How's your week going? Feel free to check out any other video on the channel as well. Thank you all for liking the videos, for sharing them, for your beautiful comments and feedback, for subscribing to the channel. Welcome to anyone who's new. Say hi so we can welcome you properly. And welcome back to all of you who have been with me for a while or are returning. Let's have a look at what's going on for Pisces. What is going on? Oh, okay. The Knight of Wands after the Four of Swords. Okay, so something's moving after it was stuck or stale or stagnant. Yeah, stuck, stale, stagnant, Four of Cups. Okay, so let's see. Let's try today and see if we can do a video without getting flagged by YouTube again. I hope you were able to find yesterday's video okay, because it was an important one, it was a big one, and got flagged. So I just cut out the yes or no portion because that's where I got flagged and reposted it. So hopefully you were able to find it. The original is still available with the yes or no at the end. All right, let's see. Pisces, what's going on for Pisces at this time? Okay. So this is going to be the situation that's being highlighted for us, and developments we can expect to see happen when it comes to this situation. Bottom of the deck, the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, round and round she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. I get an energy of like feeling lucky or feeling like gambling. Could be actual gambling, I don't know, or just buying a lottery ticket. But it's also like taking a chance on something. For others of you, I'm seeing something where it's like letting something happen. You're feeling lucky in the sense of let's just see what happens, you know, feeling confident about something. Like, I'm curious about it, I'm interested, I want to see what happens. I'm not going to try to control it, I'm just going to let it play out, see what happens, you know. Let's see. But it's very positive energy over there with the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, coffee. And again, sorry for the coffee. And again, it's like this feeling of something's moving, something's happening. Let's see. Current situation, the Nine of Swords. But I see it like you're coming out of your own head. And either allowing something to happen that you've been fighting because you were afraid of what was going to happen. Okay, or this is where you're getting out of your head and you're taking a chance on something. It's a bit similar to yesterday's energy, really nice. The King of Swords in terms of the challenge, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Yeah, this is overcoming fear, overcoming a tendency to overthink, to overanalyze, and just letting things be with the Wheel of Fortune. Or following the energy. So if you're feeling guided, encouraged to do something, but you are overthinking it and therefore blocking it, this is where you go, you know what, let's just see what happens. I'm getting all these signs, I'm just going to follow it, see what happens, right? That kind of energy. In the foundation, the Eight of Wands. Yeah, this is, for some of you, these are all the signs that you've been receiving of what to do, where to go, who to talk to, when to do something. And that's what you're following now. For others of you, this has something to do with communication, or it has something to do with moving something along. And that's what you have been overthinking and you're coming out of it. Yeah, see, Two of Swords in the recent past. You're coming out of a time of analysis paralysis. Nine of Swords with the Two of Swords, okay? So I don't know if you have gained some recent information that helped you have a clear head and be able to make a clear judgment and a clear decision when it comes to the situation, which is to either take a chance on something, you initiating something, or taking a chance in the sense of letting something play out to see what happens. What's on the mind? The Five of Wands. Yeah, this is that energy. It's still like a touch of inner conflict and pressure or discomfort in the sense of I don't quite know what's going on. There's a lot going on at the same time. But with the Five of Wands versus the Nine of Swords, for example, you don't feel like shying away from it. You don't feel overwhelmed or afraid. You feel like, all right, let's see what's going on. Like, there's a lot happening. I'm not quite sure what's going on, but I don't know. Let's keep going. Let's see what happens, right? So for some of you, this could be entering some sort of contest or competition with the Wheel of Fortune. That could be the lottery. I see that for some of you. Or something to that effect, right? Or taking a chance on something, taking a chance on someone. Okay, let's see. What can we expect in today's energy? We have the Devil. And I saw the Devil in your pre-shuffle. The King of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, and Strength. Again, it's confirming overcoming fear. Also, overcoming what was holding you back for some of you was your, what do I want to say? Comfort levels. Okay, what does that mean? Like being too comfortable in your comfort zone. Okay, but you chose to stay in your comfort zone because you were afraid to step out of it. You know what I mean? So you chose to stick with something familiar because it's like, I know what it is, I know what to expect. Not necessarily that it's great, but I know what it is and I know what to expect. Okay, and so what's happening is you're overcoming whatever the fear was, or whatever the insecurity or self-sabotaging tendencies, whatever that was. With the Strength card, you're overcoming it. Okay, you're saying, nope, I'm gonna take charge here. I'm gonna make this happen, or I'm gonna let this happen, and let's just see how we go. Right? I like the energy though, Pisces, because there's no reason to fear this change. It was just doubt, fear, insecurity, or a fear of change in general, or a fear of stepping out of your comfort zone. But you seem to have come to this place of stillness, confidence, knowing whatever happens, I'll be all right, you know, or this is the best decision, or all the signs I've been getting have been pointing me in this direction, so I'm just going to see what's up. I'm going to see what's there, right? It's a very inquisitive mind. So let's get more messages out here for Pisces. Let's clarify. The Nine of Swords in the current situation, the Five of Cups. Yeah, you've been kind of going back and forth between something you really wanted, Two of Cups, but then not sure if it's going to play out like other things have in your life, right? So basically a fear of getting your hopes up. The King of Swords in the challenge position, the Queen of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. For some of you, it was a previous contract or a previous commitment that kept you stuck. And it could have been where money was involved, or actual terms and conditions in a contract were involved. Yes, Harvey. I'll be with you in a minute. Go on. Go on, go on. Okay. Eight of Wands in the foundation, the Five of Swords. I feel like you were very restricted. Either you were very unkind to yourself and what you were telling yourself you can do and can't do, or this is something in your environment that restricted you somehow. Okay, it's a case of a comfort zone becoming a gilded cage. Two of Swords in the recent past, we have the World. I do feel like you made some sort of a decision. You came to some sort of a conclusion in the recent past. You stopped talking to someone. There could have been a breakup. There could have been a filing for separation, divorce, to end a contract. Because there is also a sense of loss here. But I feel like you're fully aware it's a transition. You know, you're looking at what kind of didn't play out the way you hoped and what's falling apart, but at the same time, you know there's something right behind you. I get that sense of you have that awareness. The Five of Wands on the mind, the Hermit. Yeah, you're coming out of something, your own little world, or if it's an environment you were in where there might have been 100 people around you, but you still felt alone, not seen, not heard, not fulfilled. It wasn't for you. Okay, not saying it was a bad environment necessarily, but it just wasn't for you. And you're now stepping back out into the world with the Five of Wands, taking a chance on something or someone. because that's what you want to do for yourself. That's what you feel guided to do for yourself. So in the outcome, the Devil, King of Pentacles, and Strength, we have the Six of Cups, the Eight of Cups, and the Page of Wands. Yeah, you're walking away from something that has been comfortable. It's been familiar to you. It's been what you know for a long time, but it hasn't been fulfilling for a while, okay, with the Eight of Cups. And with the Page of Wands, you want something new. You're also receiving some sort of new offer or opportunity with the Page of Wands, because something is piquing your interest. You're looking at something new, okay? That is what is unfolding here. That's what you're taking a chance on, this new thing. Could be a new job opportunity, new collaboration opportunity, a conversation that just inspires you and gives you a different idea to try. It could be someone flirting with you or asking you out. It could be a lot of different things, but it's like it inspires you. And what else for Pisces? The Six of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. You're coming out, you're walking your own path with the Six of Wands, choosing something for yourself. And again, we have Wands, we have passion, creativity, inspiration. And then the Six of Pentacles with the Eight of Swords, this is what you're walking away from. Something you were obligated to give to. Okay, now whether you told yourself you're obligated to give to this with the Eight of Swords, which can be the case, it's what we tell ourselves, it keeps us stuck somewhere. Or again, it's what other people told you, or it's actual terms and conditions of some sort. Okay, but you are now overcoming that. You're stepping away from that with the Six of Wands. This is also a case of whatever it is that you're going for with the Five of Wands in terms of competing, applying for, asking for, taking a chance on. This is where you're going to be victorious. And this could also be a scenario of confirming that you're going to be victorious. You just don't know it yet. Okay. With the Eight of Swords, I'm also seeing a decision you're making not to doubt yourself or rethink what you're doing. The Eight of Swords is saying, no, I've made up my mind. This is what I'm doing. I refuse to look at it again. Okay, type of situation. Under the World, we have the Ten of Cups, another 10. You're definitely bringing something to a conclusion. And the Six of Swords, moving away from it with the Chariot. Again, with the determination that you're not looking back. Seven of Wands, putting up boundaries. The Moon, coming out of confusion. The Lovers, a big choice that you've made. Towards the Empress, to go towards the Empress. Okay? The Magician, the High Priestess, and the Ten of Swords. You've learned a lot of different lessons. You've gained some information. Or you've just been receiving signs, symbols, synchronicities, dreams. Okay? It's almost like I can't not look at it anymore. Okay, if you weren't sure, if you were doubting it, if you were insecure, or whatever the reason was, there's been some sort of recent communication or realization, or even small achievement, like a personal achievement with the World card, that made you say, you know what? I don't want to fight this anymore. I want to see why I'm getting all these signs and symbols. So I want to see what happens if I follow them. Where are they trying to take me? What is this trying to tell me? You know, this inquisitive mind. Because with the Hermit, it makes sense to you somehow. Like you couldn't explain it to other people of this is why I really feel like I should do this. It's not going to make sense to anyone. But to you, it makes sense. To you, it hits home. And I also see this energy where you've been busy. You've been dissipating your energy trying to do things for other people or please other people somehow. And that is also what is changing, where you took some time for yourself. And that allowed you to see things from a different perspective of what am I doing, who am I doing it for? And why do I keep getting all these signs? Why do I keep, receiving all these messages? And you decided, you know what, I'm not going to go back in the environment where I feel like I have to do something for someone else. I'm going to take a chance on something for myself. Or I'm going to let this play out. Let's see what happens. I feel like for a long time, you've been holding yourself back because of an agreement, a contract, a commitment of sorts. But it was with the Swords energy. It's purely a sense of duty and obligation and responsibility of doing the right thing. That's what I said I would do. I'm going to keep my word. That's what I promised to do. I'm going to keep my word. but it wasn't fulfilling you. 8 of Cups, 2 of Swords, the 4 of Cups we saw in the pre-shuffle, 8 of Swords, okay, the Devil. It's like doing something because you feel like, well, I have no choice. I can't go back on it now. I made a promise. I signed the paperwork. You know what I mean? And whatever happened recently, it could be that a contract has come to some sort of a conclusion with the World card. And you said, do I really want to renew this? I don't think so. You know, so for some of you, you're not renewing a contract. You're not renewing a commitment. If it's coming to a close and you've been fighting it, this is where you're saying, no, you know what? If it's coming to a close, let it close and see what happens. Okay, that's the kind of energy that I'm seeing here, Pisces. It's very much go with it type of energy. Okay, so change is happening that comes from this curiosity that you're allowing yourself to have now or to follow. Okay, so let's see what else for Pisces. Okay, that's plenty. Bottom of the deck, we have go the distance, number 47, adding up to an 11. Time for a new beginning. This is also, again, just confirming you're wrapping something up or just allowing something to come to its natural conclusion, whatever it is. Okay, what else do we have? Loyal heart, number 35, 8. I feel like you found something, or this is where they're taking you. This is where the sign symbols are trying to point you at or towards. Something that is on your level, it's mutual, it's mutually beneficial, mutual love, mutual loyalty. And again, it's saying that whatever you were stuck in, it was out of a sense of loyalty and dignity and doing the right thing, but it wasn't necessarily fulfilling. What they're trying to align you with is something where there's also emotional fulfillment. Okay? We have a leg up and observer. Yeah, see? You've been getting signs, symbols, synchronicity's been happening around you, messages in music, on the TV. You haven't been able to escape this for a while now, okay? And up until this point, you didn't want to look at it. You didn't want to pursue it. You didn't want to give it room to develop in your life. You're like, nope, I'm not doing that. I'm not going there. I'm not looking at that. I'm not even entertaining that. But there has been a pause or some new information, a leg up with 37 adding up to a 7. Some sort of wisdom gained. Then now you're going, let me look at that again. Let me just entertain it for a minute. Then we have peace and the fates. Wheel of Fortune with the fates in your reading, Pisces. A big change is happening. Now, for some, you're going to be seeing it in your 3D world, and for others of you, you're just going to feel it. You're just going to feel a shift. You're just going to sit there thinking, something's different. Something's different. I can't quite put my finger on it yet, but you will. Okay, but you're following. This is you co-creating. This is like, okay, these are the signs and symbols I'm getting. I really feel like I should talk to that person. I'm going to talk to that person, see what happens, right? I really feel like I should apply for this or get more information. I'm just going to do it, see what happens. I'm not going to overthink it. I'm not going to keep myself stuck. I'm just going to go with it. That is the decision I'm making, and I'm not backing down. You're feeling it's kind of playful energy. It's like, let's see what happens. You know, like, what does this button do? You know? Because this is something that you've been trying to avoid or not look at or not pursue because of what other people are going to say or think. Okay? And there has been some sort of completion, conclusion, achievement, something coming full circle for you and lighting the bulb, you know, the idea of, you know what if I did entertain that? What would happen? Right? It just switched your energy somehow. It could have been something to do with a conclusion, something reaching its final conclusion or something coming to a close. And you just went, you know what? Normally, I would have just renewed that, or I would have just kept it going, or I would have just tried to just make it better or keep it going. But what if I didn't? Like, what would that do? You know? Because I'm getting all these signs about new stuff and new ideas and new people. So what would happen if I just let that play out, whatever it needs to do, let it do it. And I just looked over here. Like, what are you trying to tell me? Where are you trying to point me at? You know what I mean? So Pisces, it's going to be an inquisitive type of day. It's going to be a very playful type of day, like just taking chances with no attachment to the outcome, all right? Look, King of Wands, Two of Cups. That's where you're headed. Mutual partnership, loyal heart, Two of Cups, right? By being in this playful mood, King of Wands, male or female, doesn't matter. Let's just see what happens. Let's have fun with it. Let's see where it goes. Okay? So let's do your yes or no. I'm going to try to keep it censored. So this is where you pause the video, think of your question, phrase it in a way that it needs a yes or a no answer, and you think of a number between 1 and 3. This is for anyone who's new. I recommend picking one number since we're being very specific, but you trust your own guidance. If you feel drawn to several numbers, you pick several numbers. If the additional messages I'm getting don't actually make sense to you, consider it, sit with it for a bit. Maybe it's offering a new perspective on your situation. But if it really just doesn't make sense, take your answer, not necessarily the additional messages, okay? So let's see, is it a yes or a no for Pisces? 1, 2, and 3. I'm gonna look at these cards first, and if there's anything YouTube would deem indecent, I'm just gonna not show you the card, okay? You're just gonna have to take my word for it. Okay, Queen of Cups is safe. Number 1, yes, your answer is yes. You are receiving something. You are in this. It's kind of linked to the reading where you're in this energy of letting things flow to you, away from you, whatever they need to be. You're letting things flow. This is also like something that was previously stuck or kind of murky. It's now starting to flow. Okay, similar to the reading that we had. If you chose number 2, okay, we're safe. The answer is yes. There's definitely reasons to celebrate for you, number 2, especially in matters to do with home and family, personal fulfillment, whatever that means to you. Okay, the 10 of Cups is happily ever after. It almost feels like a wish come true energy, though. You know, it almost feels like, oh my God, I can't believe this is finally happening. There's also energy of reunions, events, gatherings, being celebrated. If you chose number 3, we are also safe. The answer is no. And I just keep hearing pick something else. Pick something else. Look at something else. Go in a different direction. Change course. Or if someone's trying to come back and you're wondering, you have a lot of history with this person and it never ends well, and you're wondering, have they really changed? No. Should I really take them back? The answer is no. Okay, whatever it is that you're leaving behind or that is coming to a close, it's not emotionally fulfilling. It's not fulfilling in any way. And you're being guided to change course, to look elsewhere, to go elsewhere, as opposed to trying to revive something that is really, it's not going to get any better, okay? If that makes any sense. But yeah, that's the main message that I'm getting is no, pick something else. Look at something else. Okay, that's much better for you. And we have 2 Pisces cards. Okay, Pisces, that is what I have for you today. I hope it makes sense to you, and I hope that it helps. A really nice reading. Nice. It's interesting, right? It's like it's interesting. I don't know what it is. It's gonna be a lot of different things for everyone with all the majors and the majors that we did have. But it's like, let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens. I'm curious. Like, let's see what happens, right? So you're gonna have to come back and let me know. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Have a great day, a very serendipitous day. Take some chances, Pisces. Nothing irresponsible, but take some chances. Try some things, you know, see what happens. All right, I'll leave it there. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye for now.